Hello everyone and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura and Merry Christmas Eve. I'm just sitting down to film a regular podcast. It's Christmas Eve and I wanted to just tell you all, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. We're going to be opening the Christmas Eve Advent. You have been seeing this on my YouTube shorts and on my channel, I'm sure. This is a homemade Advent that I made myself. Yes, I stated it was a small business, but it was my business, so no, I don't make these for other people, but I decided to do something very unique and very different this Advent season. Plus, I noticed that a lot of the Advents were getting quite pricey. And for the amount of yarn and things like that you're getting in there, I just didn't feel like it was worth the money. I did check out a few back in August and September, but I just decided to go out on a limb and do something very unique and very different and make my own. I even made this box and decorated it with paper and made a little handle so it kind of opens. And now we're going to open up day 24, which is the last color. Before I open this, also too, I want to say that back in January of this year, I had decided to do this. So I was raiding through my sock yarn stash, and I noticed I had so many different colors of the same type of yarn. It was all sock yarn. The same weight, the same nylon, merino blends. I thought, why not? Just wind up some, get some tissue paper, wrap it up, and by the time, and then get myself maybe some little spoiler trinkets, some stitch markers, some nice little things, you know. And I did, and by the time, you know, the Advent season came, I was very surprised with the colors. I had totally forgotten about which day had what colors were in there, so it was still a total surprise to me. And I have enough yarn that I'm making a sweater. So let's get day 24 opened up. See what we have here for the last day. Ooh, nice. Very nice. This is a beautiful shade of purple with some coral and some navy blue in there. Very, very nice. I'm going to put this on my hanger here, and I've got all of these in order. I'm going to spread them out a little bit for you. I've got all of them in order, and I have been knitting on my sweater, and I've got up until day 9. I've got day 9 on there. So I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm just going to keep working on my sweater through the month of January. Just going to add that on, just like so. We're going to give it a tie, and then we're going to hang it on the back of my chair. It got too heavy for my buffet, and it almost tipped one of my oil lamps over that I had it tucked under. So we're just going to put this on the back of my chair, just like so. Whoop, almost landed in the tree. I received some ornaments in the mail this year, and right up here is one of them. Little snowman. My friend Gina made those. Hi, Gina, if you are watching. Thank you very much for the lovely ornaments. They look beautiful on our Christmas tree. Plus, we got a bigger tree. If you noticed in the beginning, when I first started doing the Advents, we had a much smaller tree. We decided that this year we would like to go bigger and have a bigger tree, so we've got it sitting back here in the corner. It was all pre-lit, and then we added some extra lights in there. So I don't normally sit out here to film my podcast episode, but I thought today I would just stay here in the spot because it's Christmas Eve. I have things going on this afternoon, so I'm going to make this one quick as I can. Okay, For the Advent sweater, I didn't make any more progress on it since yesterday, but here it is again. I've got all the way down, and I just started putting on color day number 9, which was here. So yeah, it's going to be very nice. I can tell you it's very soft and it's very light. I have never knitted a sweater with sock yarn, so it's very stretchy. I like that. It's very light. I like that. Plus, it's going to be sporty and warm. Go with just about anything. What I'm wearing around my neck is a shawl that I made. When did I finish this? I think I finished this last summer. And this is just a open lace knitted shawl, and I used 2 yarns held together. I used an Italian yarn that I got from Woolly Yarn, W-O-O-L-Y, Woolly Yarn. They are from Italy, and they have beautiful cones that you can get over there. And I put that together with, I believe, a strand of Whisper lace in a shade of red. And then down here, I just use the plain Italian yarn. Yeah, but you can see, if you look, I don't know if you can see or not, but it does have a little bit of sparkle. And it's just a simple, very small, knitted little shawl. Not really too big to go around my arms and everything like that. It's more like a scarf. It's more like a scarf. It's just something a little bit, to keep me a little bit warm. So, all right. Now, what I want to show you is a couple of other sweaters that I had to sit down because with all the Advent I've been doing and the working on the Advent sweater plus making gift knits, I have done lots of slippers this year and coasters, mug sets, scarves. So yeah, been busy. Now this here was my sweater that I started almost like a few months ago, and it was Colorwork Design, and it is, let me show you here. It is the little nuthatch sweater. There's the little nuthatch. I got that design from a book that I have, and I talked about that before. I got one band done, and then I went to the second band, and I wanted this wider because I wanted the fit to fit me better. And for some reason on this side, I have 120 stitches, and on the other side, I have 108, and I'm not sure how that happened, but I can see from looking at this, it's just too small. It's too tight, it's too small. So the 120 stitches is better. I can tell the band is much wider, much longer, much better. So it's not going to be as snug. So I'll be ripping the other side back. I have used for this sweater just acrylic worsted weight yarns. This shade here is Garnet, and it is, I can never think of the company. Oh my goodness. It always leaves my mind because I don't have the band, but it was Basics. Yes, it was Premier Basics in the colorway Garnet. And I used a US size 9 knitting needle for the body. All the bands and the collar and everything like that is on a US size 7. So if I misquoted before, I apologize for that. And I just done a straight arm. Just a straight arm and then sharply decreased for the cuff. And the band is a 2x1 rib. Knit 2 and purl 1. Same as the collar. And the collar up here is a fold down collar. Plus the yoke of this I had done, as you can see the design there, if you look real close, it is an arrow going down, arrows. That's what I call it. So there's that. That'll be finished before too long. And I have this plus a whole nother section I can frog out. So I'll have plenty of yarn for that. Okay, also, I want to talk a little bit about this. I have not picked this up because I've just been too busy, but this is my beautiful soft sweater. This is, I'm going to scoot back a little bit. This is Drops Air, all made from Drops Air in different shades. And I done the arms simultaneously because I wanted to use the yarn colors that I have. And I wanted to make sure they were equal on both sides. And now I'm working down the body and I just have a little bit left, as you can see. Those are the colors I have left. I need to purchase more Drops Air. And I'm going to get this oatmeal shade here. I think this was beige. And then I'm going to get 2 more different shades just to finish the arms and body with. So it's going to have more color into it. But I can tell you this is incredibly, incredibly soft. It's just a simple raglan that I made, and I knitted this up on a US size 9. So I've got the needles stuck in there all over the place. This one here right now, it's on a US 10. And I think I switched to that because I wanted it a little bit bigger going down on the body. So most of it, though, was in the US 9, and then I went to the 10. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. That's a nice thing about designing your own clothing. It's up to you how you want it to look and how you want it to fit. So, okay, that's finished. Well, not finished, but going to be waiting on the yarn. I'm just waiting for it to go on sale. Right now it's $4.50 a ball. It was $2 and something when I had ordered it before. Hopefully, maybe after Christmas, they will have the price down on that. So we'll see. And then the other thing, reach over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish these, but I started a pair of leg warmers out of just some wool scraps I had. And in here, in this bag, are leftovers from 2024 Christmas Advent. And I just got a little start on them. No, I'm not using this size 10. I was using a US 8. And here is one of those little stitch markers that I got in my Advent that I made for myself, little Christmas ones. They're so cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough of the blue. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough of the blue wool. This is old yarn. I had this for now, I think 3 or 4 years, and I just got it in a kit from Mary Maxim. And it just says Kodiak, Fair Isle. It's a 4 worsted weight, 100% wool. Yep. It's very soft. I had made a hat and mittens with this, and this is the leftovers. And my intentions on this was to go all the way up and make a long leg, but I think what I'm going to have to do is make them shorter. I'm going to see if I can get them about, I'd like to get these at least 12 inches. So I have this one and another one to do. And I'm just putting in for a fun stripe those little bits of Advent yarn that I had from 2024. Now I did make that year, I made a hat and mittens and a scarf. I donated those to charity, stating on there that I am 100% wool. Please hand wash and lay flat to dry. So hopefully whoever gets those will understand what to do, and I hope they won't shrink. But I think it was superwash wool that I used. So anyway, but yeah, that's my progress on that. I like to keep going and finish them because I do need leg warmers because my legs get cold in the winter, and it's something I could just put over top of my boots because I wear ankle boots. And yeah. All right. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about acquisitions. I got this beautiful shade of James C. Brett in my stash. I've got 2.5 of these. I may need one more. And I want to hold it double, or I might just knit it by itself. I'm not sure. But I like this yarn because it's got that soft halo to it. It looks like a mohair. And it's nice and light. It makes wonderful light sweaters. And I want a red cardigan. I want a red button-down cardigan. I thought about doing a jumper, but I thought, no, I'd really like to make a cardigan with this because I already have 2 jumpers made with James C. Brett yarn, plus 2 short sleeve jumpers. So I think I'm going to start that sometime soon. And also I was looking at this in my stash. Ignore the top because I'm not gonna use the colored mohair. But this is so incredibly soft and silky and light. And this is a strand of Drops Flora held double with a mohair, a strand of purple mohair. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. There's the color. That's true to the color. It's a beautiful shade of purple. I don't have a lot of this purple mohair, but I do have some pink. And I'm thinking maybe just a stripe sweater. Or maybe making a nice long asymmetrical wrap or an asymmetrical scarf would be very nice with this. It's just so soft and it feels so nice next to my skin. Okay, well, that's everything I want to, everything I want to talk about. I thank you all for watching my Advent this year. I had a wonderful time, and if this has inspired you to maybe do your own thing for next year, be creative. There is all kinds of different yarns you can gather or purchase, and just wrap them up early and make your own Advent. And then in December, when Advent season starts, you'll be totally surprised like I was. So yeah, I hope that inspires you to do your own. And might I say, the total cost of my Advent was under $15. I think I spent around $10 with the little trinkets that I ordered. And I already had, oh, I'm getting a call, but they'll call me back. I lost my train of thought. I already had things around the house, and I already had, oh gosh, I hate it when I do that. Anyway, the little trinkets were only around $10, and I just got them on Amazon, and it was wonderful. So yeah, that's all for today. I just want to tell you Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas. I will see you back again in the new year, where we'll talk about New Year plans, and we'll talk about acquisitions and some New Year's resolutions. So until then, all of you take care and have a wonderful, happy Christmas. Bye, friends.